this video about The Haunted Pumpkin of Sleepy Hollow. You probably have never heard of this movie. As a kid, I watched it so many times, and I just wanted to make a video about it, reviewing it, rewatching it again, and then reviewing it as an adult, pretty much an adult. So yeah, come along with me as I watch and comment on it. Maybe even suggest that you should watch it, maybe. The movie starts with a retelling of the end of the old Sleepy Hollow legend, which means that this part isn't really necessary for the plot, but it does provide context to allow the main plot to exist. This chase really doesn't add anything because all they do is reference it after a very lengthy chase, and this chase is quite long. It goes on for 2 minutes of the whole movie, and it doesn't really add much apart from to show us that Crane gets killed, but then they have the audacity to say this.
And the terrified school teacher, Ichabod Crane, was never seen again.
They come back to this point like, oh, where did this guy go? Where has he gone? Why is he left? Do they not know that he's dead? I'm sure he is dead. Been a couple of years. We are then introduced to our main characters, Kate and Nick, and Nick just has the worst introduction. Like, he's meant to be the nerd character, but they really, really try and emphasize this in his first few lines.
Pretty cool. Yeah! Irving really steeped himself in the spooky legends of the region before he wrote his story. I meant the case, Kate. It's totally airtight and kept at a constant temperature. Pretty cool.
Get it? Because it's a pun. You thought he was talking about it being interesting, but he was talking about the temperature. It's funny. They then spend quite a long time with some exposition explaining that Nick Crane may be related to Ichabod Crane, that there's a scary pumpkin contest, there's a haunted house they've got to organise, and some spooky house. Although this exposition does pay off, it is quite a lot of exposition early in the movie, and it just feels unnecessary. Because this is a children's Halloween movie made in the early 2000s, it has to have an absolute bop of a theme song. And this scene is to literally just facilitate the music, and there's nothing it doesn't need to exist apart from to put the song on. These guys have stolen the manuscript and now are trying to hide it. That's really it. They were introduced earlier, but they weren't important until now, which is why I didn't put them in. They are the cliche, smart and dumb villains. The thieves then end up hiding the manuscript in a pumpkin, hopefully to come back later and sell it for loads and loads of money. But coincidentally, the pumpkin they choose is in fact the Headless Horseman's head. Just is. I don't know why it's a pumpkin. It just got turned into one for some reason. Because Kate and Nick need a pumpkin for their pumpkin contest, they decide to go looking for one. And coincidentally, they end up in the exact same place where the thieves hid the manuscript.
Nope. You call that a pumpkin?
Whatever. How about this one?
Please?
Fine, Kate. Tell you what, I'll just sit over here until you find the perfect pumpkin. Ow! I think I just found it.
So, not only do they coincidentally find the same place where the thieves hid the manuscript, but they also find the exact same pumpkin that the thieves hid it in. This movie is just one coincidence after another. Kate and Nick bring the pumpkin to the school to get ready to carve it, but as if by magic, as soon as they want to do something, the plot happens, and the pumpkin turns into the Headless Horseman's head and starts glowing for reasons I'm not sure. Spooky glow? Do spooky things glow? I guess they do. As if by clockwork in this movie, the villains end up finding that the children have the pumpkin, so then they try and steal it back. The two find out that there was a ghost also inside the pumpkin for some reason. Like, a lot of this thing is just stuff happens. The rest of this scene is just exposition on how the Headless Horseman became the Headless Horseman, making a deal with the devil or whatever, and becoming headless and turning his head into a pumpkin for some reason. Why a pumpkin? Because this is a movie about the Headless Horseman. They actually have to introduce the Headless Horseman almost 20 minutes into the movie. Also, the thieves try and steal back the pumpkin, so the two have to escape. 3 actually, including the ghost. After spending some time evading this Headless Horseman, the thieves, and some supernatural entities, they end up at a manor owned by some dead rich people, hopefully to spend the rest of the night evading all such manner of things. So here is another scene that just facilitates putting some more music on, and otherwise it's just filler. I get the impression that a lot of this movie is just filler. Like, they wanted to create something to put it out there rather than to create something for passion. This next scene is genuinely, unironically, my favourite part of the entire movie. And it has nothing to do with the main characters. Well, they're there, but, like, barely.
Singing ghosts! What's next?
You're cheating!
Am not. Nothing up my sleeve.
Did you see that?
Well,
Yeah.
Why are you taking his side?
Because anyone with eyes in his head can see that you're a cheat.
Am not.
R2.
we gotta go.
So there you are. I thought I'd never shake that spider. Ah!
Yeah, you...
Is he your friend?
No harm done.
Yeah, you can start over.
Not after 300 years. What are you doing with that card?
Are you cheating too?
Cheating? I wasn't even playing!
I say he's cheating.
Me too.
Gotta go!
Scoundrels! Get them!
This being my favourite scene in the entire movie has literally nothing to do with the movie itself. It's just, I kinda think it's quite funny. The idea of 2 skeletons just playing cards for like 300 years. Like, I wanna know. Like, it's a good idea. It's a funny idea. After some more filler, dicking around in the castle, they end up outside, where they then play Pass the Fucking Parcel with a fucking pumpkin to get it away from the Headless Horseman, because, you know, it's one of those movies, when it hits midnight, you know, he then is fucked, he can't do shit. But I genuinely forgot about that until just at the end. And then it's, this movie is going to be the death of me. Then, because it's the end of the movie, they need a Deus Ex Machina to win. And oh my god. I'm just gonna show it to you, and you're just gonna see it for yourselves. You just have to.
That old clock tower may say it's midnight, but my GPS synchronized watch is never wrong. It's actually 12:01.
Oh, Nick!
I'm done. I'm genuinely done. Oh, I can't. Not with an ending like that. I was going to do a pros, cons, why you should watch this, why you shouldn't. Don't watch it. You should watch paint dry. Don't watch this. Watch paint dry. That's it. Video's over. Bye.